Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great week. This week we had to do the Newbery Award winner. So for this week I chose kind of a chapter book. It's called Sarah, Plain and Tall by Patricia McLaughlin. The cover here is the only artwork that's in this story, and it's of Sarah and the two children that she eventually becomes the stepmother of. It's all pencil sketch and drawing, very freeform, which is pretty interesting, I think. The story is set during the 19th century, late 19th century, where they were still frontiering the pioneer and living in wood houses and that type of thing, and farming old style. This story is very interesting because it starts out with the tale of how the children lost their mother during childbirth to the younger brother, Caleb, and how they missed their mother, and then their father had put an ad out in the newspaper for a mail-order bride, and they got a response, and they had several correspondence back and forth between Sarah, the bride, and she had agreed to come out for a month to live with them and to see if she would enjoy the lifestyle out on the frontier. So they go through, and Sarah learns the ways of the farm and how to do different things, and she learns to ride a horse and drive a wagon, and they all come to love and become very attached to each other. And in the end, the father and Sarah get married, and the children have a new stepmother. This book is interesting and would be a good one to read for kids, because kids nowadays, there's a lot of step parents, step siblings, families are very untraditional nowadays, so it's kind of a lead in a segue into loving and accepting everyone in every situation, not always necessarily liking it, but eventually adapting and learning to love each other. This story would also be a great one to read because it would be an introduction into the history of the pioneers and settlers in the frontier and the different things that had to take place for their survival. So if you were doing like a history of Kansas and the frontier, this would be kind of a good introduction to that. So I found this story very interesting and very relevant even to today and today's children. So for grades 3 to 5th, Sarah, Plain and Tall by Patricia McLaughlin.